Like when she sings, "In 2 months you replaced us like it was easy." And this is what really got me. To me, this is the damning evidence that this song is about Justin. They officially split in March of 2018. Remember when they were seen biking all over the place together? Well, in June of 2018, that's when we found out that Justin and future Mrs. Hailey Bieber were back to being a thing.
Is Justin Bieber's new song Ghost about ex-girlfriend Selena Gomez? We'll fill you in on all the rumors surrounding Justin's new music and why fans are freaking out over the lyrics.
Is it true? Did Justin Bieber actually write Ghost about his longtime ex-girlfriend Selena Gomez? Are Justin and Hailey miserable with each other and Justin wrote Ghost as a way to tell the world he misses his one true love? Hey everyone, and welcome back to Exposing SMG. With all the drama that's been heating up between the Jailey versus Jelena fandoms, we finally decided to take this one viral topic and break it apart. As you could tell from the title of this video, we will be discussing if Justin Bieber's song Ghost is actually about Selena Gomez. In this video, we will break apart why fans think the song is about Selena, how Justin accidentally pushed the narrative of Ghost being about Selena, and certain lyrics that have people guessing Jelena's return. Yeah, you're gonna want to watch till the end because we are breaking down this theory detail by detail. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe, and let us know down in the comments below what you think about the song Ghost, and do you think it's about Selena or not? Number 1. Justin Bieber accidentally pushes the narrative that Ghost is about missing a former partner. When Justice first came out, Justin did a series of Zoom interviews, and when asked about the song Ghost, Justin broke the song up in 2 parts. He said that for some, it's about losing loved ones during the COVID-19 pandemic, and then he said, for others, it can be a symbolic loss, such as losing someone in your life and having to grieve the idea of them not being there anymore, and just being hopeful.
Ghost really quick, because, this feels like a really important piece to the album. Am I right in saying that?
Definitely, for sure.
Why was it important to you?
Well, I think that a lot of people in this day and age, in this time, are losing loved ones due to this crazy virus. And but there's a lot of people who have lost people from other things, and just lose people might not be a death, but have lost people that were in their life for a season, and now that person isn't. So it's just like that can feel like a loss, almost like you grieving that person. And so this song is kind of like that vibe of grieving that person, but still having hope in the process of like, the beat is very still kind of like it's got that.
And what did crazed fans do? They took the second half of what he's saying and ran with it as, he misses Selena because she's not there in his life anymore and he's hopeful that will change. I get where the fans are coming from, but as an artist, Justin will always make music that is meaningful to people, whether somebody is moving on from a breakup or grieving the loss of a loved one. You can release a song with multiple different meanings for the people listening to it without having to relate it to yourself. And I feel like that's what fans are not getting. They think because the song can have multiple meanings, the one that they want is the one Justin feels or relates to the most. You can't hold only one part of the interview and run with it, acting as if he didn't start off with saying the song is about death. Maybe in Justin's mind, he is grieving the loss of Selena since that was such a long and painful relationship, but that doesn't mean he's gonna want her back. You can miss someone without wanting them back in your life. It happens with relationships and friendships. So when people don't get that, it really makes it seem like this theory is run by 13-year-olds with access to social media, and therefore it's not a theory that can be taken seriously. But somehow it is, and that's why we're here. Number 2. Lyrics that kept being used to prove the song is for Selena. One thing people kept mentioning is the lyric, "Since the love that you left is all that I get, I want you to know that if I can't be close to you, I'll settle for the ghost of you. I miss you more than life." This genuinely sounds like a lyric for missing someone who has died, because in the context of the lyrics, he's talking about never seeing this person again. We all know that Justin and Selena had an on and off relationship publicly for 7 years. He's not worried about never seeing her again, because even in a 7-year breakup period, they still saw each other. Can Justin relate that it's about missing someone who died and missing a partner? Yes. It's not a crime to mourn someone who was in your life on and off for 7 years. It doesn't mean he hates Hailey, and it doesn't mean he's gonna try to get back together with Selena. Like Selena says, that chapter is done and gone. Selena was a huge part of Justin's life, and when they broke up for the millionth time and he got married, he understood that she was someone he wasn't going to be in contact with anymore, and maybe he wanted to mourn that loss. Or maybe he doesn't care anymore and is actually talking about death. Either way, it's not big enough evidence to prove that he's gonna leave Hailey and run back to Selena. And if he does, then I wish them both an ounce of luck, because that would be a terrible, terrible situation for both of them. Justin and Selena were both very, very toxic to each other, and social media has made you guys believe otherwise. Let me know if you want me to make a video about how Jelena was toxic and how we all need to let that relationship rest. Also, I would like to note that in the music video for Ghost, Justin has the entire theme centered around a funeral and about mourning the loss of a grandfather. It's not like he gave the music video alternative meanings and showed both a death and a symbolic loss. And if you are going to use the lyrics mentioned previously as proof, have the same energy for these. Youngblood thinks there's always tomorrow, which literally means tomorrow isn't guaranteed for everyone, aka death. I know you crossed a bridge that I can't follow. Why can't he follow them? Because he's talking about the bridge between life and death. The lyrics can be argued for both narratives because the song isn't limiting in its meaning, but to say that this is exactly what Justin feels and thinks is a bit bold, because he isn't giving you any actual evidence that this is what he truly wants. It's just fans making up a theory because of an ending they never fully got over. So it begs this question. Number 3. Why do fans think the song is about Selena? I'm going to give you guys a very fast summary of why people think the song is about Selena. Justin and Selena's relationship since day one was always meant to make her look like the admired and Justin as the admirer. What does this mean? It means that on social media, it's always going to be Justin who posts pictures and videos of Selena while she mindlessly goes along with it. From that alone, people got the understanding that Justin loves Selena and is completely obsessed with her while she just graces his life in and out. Even though this was true and Justin was completely obsessed with Selena and adored her, this narrative made Selena look as if she was completely unfazed by him, especially during the years of 2013 and 2014. This narrative always forgets to mention that Selena was just as obsessed with Justin, if not more. So while everyone fell into this Justin needs Selena, Selena doesn't need Justin narrative, people started to actually believe it. And this is why no matter what Justin does, it's always gonna be, he misses Selena, he loves Selena more than Hailey, he writes about Selena, not Hailey, he searches for Selena, and so on. No matter what he does, it's always going to be somehow linked to doing it for her. And this understanding came from the narrative mentioned. That his entire life, including career, revolves around her, while she can do whatever she wants, whenever she wants, without the world saying she's still hung up on him. Even though she liked photos of him and her when he was married. But if that was Justin, it would be over for him forever. No one would ever let him forget that. But since it's Selena, it passed like it never even happened. Whether you want to believe it or not, this is true. From the years of 2013 to 2019, it was always seen as Justin cries himself to sleep every night because he misses her, while Selena has gracefully moved on and doesn't care for him. That's why everything Selena does is never for Justin, but somehow everything Justin does is for Selena. What else fed this narrative? The fact that Selena would shade Justin during the years of 2013 all the way to 2019, which made Justin look like the douchebag lover and Selena as the never-wronged princess. This made people fiend for Jelena while still being on Selena's side. People want Jelena together, but they want it under the idea that Justin is the worst guy on earth, and Selena is the only one who can handle that. With her, he's better. With her, he's happier. With her, he's the old Justin. When in reality, none of that is true. It's just a narrative fans have been pushing for the past 10 years, even till this day. And I would know that because I've been on Twitter since 2010, and ESMG has been up and running since March 2013. I saw the narrative get created, and I saw the media go along with it. So when we're all playing this Justin versus Selena game and suddenly Hailey pops up, everyone is saying, whoa, this girl needs to take a step back, she'll never be in his life. And before you know it, not only was she in his life, she was his wife. And people never fully got that. They never fully got over the fact that he chose Hailey over Selena. And because they can't wrap their heads around this fact, they choose to make up stories such as, Ghost is about Selena because Justin misses her and wants her back. He hates Hailey, she is his second choice, he only picked her because she said yes to him. Look at Justin at a basketball game with Selena versus with Hailey. I feel so bad for her because he so clearly misses Selena. When in reality, Jelena was toxic and was never going to last no matter how many reunions we got of the two. And trust me, we got a lot. Jelena fans need to understand this. They reunited a million times and it still didn't work. Let Selena be with someone else peacefully and let Justin be with Hailey peacefully. Oh god, I hope that made sense, especially to the viewers watching who haven't been on social media the way I have, but I'll definitely make a video showcasing all the trauma Jelena gave us and each other. Because people need to stop thinking that it was this perfect relationship that got ruined because of this random blonde girl named Hailey. Well, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really tried to go into detail about why there is such an obsession with Justin and Selena, no matter where they are in life. Let me know down in the comments below what you think about the song Ghost, and what you think about Jelena versus Jailey. Is he secretly obsessed with Selena, or do people just need to move on? Thanks, and I'll see you next time.